Okay, so having made our first pattern piece, I'm going to quickly talk you through the process of marking up your pattern pieces. The first thing you need to do is name your hat, and for the purposes of this, I'm going to call it the Serena Lindemann beret. And I'm putting today's date, which, believe it or not, is the 22nd of the 6th, 2020. Okay. The date is important because you might make 2 or 3 of these, and if they all have different dates, you can sort them properly. The number of pieces, well, we're going to have the top of the beret, we're going to have the underside, and we're going to create a pattern piece for a band. So there'll be 3 pieces. So this will be 1 of 3, and we're going to cut 1 for the outside of the hat with some fused fabric, and we're going to cut a lining. So we're going to say cut 1 outer and cut 1 lining. Okay, so that's important. Now the head fit for this was 58.5 centimetres head fit. And just in brackets I'm going to say includes ease of 1.5 centimetres. So, so I'm going to say to fit 58.5. That ease will be allowance for the thickness of the fabric when we make it up, and also the fact that at the very end of our construction we're actually going to put in a piece of Petersham ribbon, and we want the fabric to go around the outside. So the actual measurement of the hat that we want to be 58.5 will actually be the Petersham, not the fabric. So we've got to make sure that the fabric is big enough to allow for that. Also, I'm going to just nominate this as the centre front, and I'm just going to do a little V in there and say that is the CF. So that is CF stands for centre front, and the grain line will be on the bias at the centre front. So I'm just going to do a diagonal line there with a little arrow, and that is the symbol that you would use for grain. Some people like to do a little cross, which you can do, and that's your grain line. And that is your marking. Now I'm actually going to bring you down and just show you in detail what I've just done. Sorry if that's a bit jerky and you start to get dizzy, but we'll get there. Now you can see there, CF, my name, the date, 1 of 3, instructions to cut 1 outer, 1 lining, to fit 58.5 centimetres head fit, and just for the hell of it I've said includes ease of 1.5 centimetres. So one hopes that by now you would actually know how to make your first pattern piece, and I'm doing this in the millinery room, which is kind of fun. Most of my videos have been done at home, so hopefully if you haven't been here before, one day you'll get to come in and join us at Kangan Richmond.